I'm back.
We play and call it work.
Excuse me, let me introduce myself because last time that went badly. My name's Tarik. I'm a volunteer here at Mini Wargaming. I am here volunteering for the next 2 months, and I'll essentially be working on a couple of projects, some that are really interesting, some that are kind of also interesting, but not as important. I'm not sure what the correct term here is. I've read all you guys' comments. I read all you guys' criticisms, complaints, and advice. I really appreciate the feedback. Here on this video series, I'm basically going to be working on my Space Marines. I've been collecting them for a long while, but we'll also be talking about the projects that I've been working on or am working on currently, things that I'm a part of as well. So anything goes really. And of course, this is I want this to be very interactive. So if you guys have any comments, questions, things that you'd like to see, please leave them in the comment section below. So I figured today we could start off with my chapter master. If you guys have any advice on how to equip any of the units that I'm working on or will be working on, I'd love to hear them, because when it comes to the game, I'm not very familiar with the rules. I'm more familiar with the hobbying aspect, which is what I hope this would be a part of, and I hope you guys can help me out with the Space Marine aspect. So I figured we can start off with the chapter master. He's an HQ. I felt like that was a good start. And I also figured, because I've done the second episode of Servitor Report, I filmed it, I edited it, and everything went through. And then just as I was about to save, unfortunately, all my saves just disappeared. And so I was left with nothing. But at the same time, I really wanted to address you guys' comments and critiques and advice that you had for me in the last video, the Servitor Report video for episode 1. So what I did, or what I tried to do, unfortunately the video on Mini Wargaming got taken down. I really wanted to be up just so I could screenshot the comments and advice and critiques and then put them in the video, show them up here, just like I will be doing for at least the YouTube comments. The Mini Wargaming comments, I'm gonna try and remember from my head, but I figured we could do that while I'm working on basing and painting my HQ. I'm sorry, Chris told me to thin down my paints. Unfortunately, I don't have any paint thinner because I'm a poor person. So I just use water, and that's what I do. Alright, so I figured let's start off with the first comment. It was Simon Mitchell. I have it over here, but I'll bring it up on the screen in front of you. Simon Mitchell says, "No need to be rude about the guy, but I don't see what this video is relevant to anything Mini Wargaming." Simon Mitchell, you are absolutely correct. There is nothing really that is... there's nothing in that last video that you saw that was related to the main Mini Wargaming channel. That was supposed to go up on the Mini Wargaming's vlog channel. It's been taken down as far as I know, but you can still probably find it. If you have the link, you can still watch it on YouTube. Shh, don't tell anyone. But yeah, so it was supposed to be a vlog. It was meant to be sort of an informal thing, kind of like what this is, and this is also supposed to go on the vlog channel as well. So if you see it on the main channel, I'm not sure what to tell you, because I mean, yeah, it's supposed to go on the vlog channel. Yeah, so again, I apologize for everyone who was confused. The confusion is understandable. It wasn't meant to go up there. It was meant to go on the vlogs channel for people who are interested in the vlog aspect. It's not meant to go on the main channel. The main channel is meant for stuff that is more processed, in between quotation marks. It's more refined, if you will. There's a lot more editing and stuff that goes into that. This one, not so much, just because I'm new. I don't know. This is the first couple of times that I've actually done video content in this format, meaning doing video content with a camera inside of an empty room, talking to an unblinking lens. This is the first time I'm doing something like that, so it's very new to me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. So in all honesty, I'm really glad that you guys are giving me feedback. So I really appreciate it. Yeah, so that's the first comment. Now, I want to switch back to the model. If you guys have, I've been collecting Space Marines for a while. The problem is, where I come from, the people nobody knows what Warhammer 40K Games Workshop is, where I come from. So the only thing that I am used to or I'm familiar with when it comes to the hobby is painting to a certain extent. I don't call myself an expert at all, and modeling also to a certain extent. So when it comes to the gaming aspect, since I'm trying to learn 40K, I'm trying to learn Age of Sigmar. You guys know this from the previous video. I was talking about Caradron Overlords. I hope I'm in the frame okay. If I'm not, please tell me so I can raise the camera up by a foot. Gummy bears, I know, or gummy nerds. I don't know what you called yourself. But I read that comment. I really liked the comment, dude. You had a lot of good points in your... Gummy Nerds had basically mentioned like 11 points to work on over my past video. One of them was to get out of my mom's basement. I got you, Gummy Nerds. I'm out of my mom's basement, as you put it. I'm actually not in my mom's basement. My mom is very far away. I miss my mom. Yeah, but I was able to get access, and I was granted access to a studio, and here I am. I think what'll happen is the setting, the background is gonna happen in different. I apologize. The background is gonna happen in different studios. So the backdrop that you see here isn't gonna be the same. It's gonna be different every time, I would expect, because it all depends on what studios are available for me to film. Since this one was available for me to film, nobody's in here currently, so I was able to kind of take up the spot. Please don't be surprised if in the middle of the video the background changes all of a sudden, because that just means that people have come into the studio and they're like, hey, we gotta kick you out of here. And I'm like, okay, because I'm just a lowly scrub. All right, so I think we can go on to the next comment. Excuse me while I bring it up. All right, so Sal Zaz and Space Marine Bob, WTF is this, and WTF is this garbage? So you can really see the evolution as more and more people started watching. That yeah, I understand that the video was very strange. I was trying something out, because when it comes to a vlog, I realize now that vlogs are meant to be not as edited, not as refined. So this is but I wanted to add something. I wanted to add something different, something that made it unique. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. You guys, I realize now, weren't looking for that when you were looking for a vlog or whatever it was. Even if you were even looking for a vlog, because this was on the main channel. So I was trying something different. It didn't work out. So I'm gonna try something else this time. You guys can tell me if you like this one or the last one, based on you know, whatever, based on your viewing and your comments and your input. Once again, I really do appreciate the advice and the input. So thank you guys for commenting. You guys are absolutely correct. The last one was a little bit too wild. I'll try and tone down the editing and the techniques. They're probably not gonna go away, especially for next video. But for sure, this video, I'm probably gonna just get rid of almost all of it. So let's see how this works out. This is a learning process for me, and I hope you guys have the patience to help me out and work with me and see if I can improve, really, because that's the whole point of the vlog. Defensive. Now, this is the quality content that the community pays for. Well, listen up, Defensive. You're watching this on YouTube, which tells me that you and I share something. We share no money whatsoever. We don't have the funds. I don't even have I'll be honest, I gotta be quiet here. I don't even have a volunteer or a vault membership. So please don't tell But yeah, so like if you're commenting on YouTube, most probably you don't have a Vault membership, which means you're not getting the quality content that you get on the Vault membership, which means you're also not paying for that quality content. You're essentially getting the garbage, the gunk, the trash that's kind of, you know, extruded from the ends and the pipelines of mini war gaming. So you get like really great stuff, and then this is what you get in the YouTube section. You know, the stuff that's kind of, you know, top. Next comment. Mike Kalenic, man, Tarik or whatever, screw you. Well, man, Mike Kalenic, gems are truly, truly outrageous. That's not how you spell my name. That's how you spell the League of Legends guy, the gems guy. I hate that guy. but mine is spelled with a K, you know, the letter. Just, you know, like the 3 Ks that are in your name, that's one of those is in my name. It's not the C, it's the K. So just want to mention it. Thank you for the comment. I really appreciate it. I love you too. I'm sure your fingers probably slipped while you were typing it out. And hey, no worries, man. I'm just here to give you the best top quality content that you deserve. Maxim Summers v. Mitchell. Who is this autistic? All right. This one I think was by far my favorite because, I mean, I'm gonna die. But yeah, no, I understand the confusion with the video. It was in my room. I was told that I was to film it in my room. And then now I'm not filming it in my room. Apparently, you know, people realize that, hey, this probably is a bad idea. So now that I'm in the studio, there's no fluorescent lighting, there's no mom's basement, there's no, you know, the shaking and the whatever, but I might add in a couple of edits just because I like to edit. I like to make things my own. I like to add my own flair. And if you guys don't like it, I mean, again, you can mention it in the comments. But now you guys in the last video, you guys are absolutely correct. I will work on most of the things, and I've tried to change things up a little bit. It's not me talking at the camera anymore. This is me asking you guys' opinion about how to equip the army that I'm working on, which is the Space Marines, like I mentioned a billion times before. So yeah, so this is supposed to be more interactive. There's going to be, it's different, but again, I do appreciate the advice. I do appreciate the criticism and the comments that you guys put in the section below. And I hope that this time I've gotten it a little better than I did last time. And hopefully the audio is okay. The levels seem all right. The picture seems, I'm using a company camera, so the picture should be okay. And at the end of it, I hope you guys will enjoy it. So now, we still have the mini wargaming comments. Bear Fighter, I apologize, I can't put your comment up on the screen because the link has been taken down. But Bear Fighter mentioned that the videos needed to have more structure, in which I agree. They also needed to be what was it? Structure, control and order, less on the edits. He also mentioned the bad opening, and then there was something else that fails to come to mind. You're absolutely right on all of those accounts. Again, I was trying something new. Clearly it didn't work out, and clearly it didn't work out very, like, it was super not working out. Now, depending on where this comes out, again, this should come up on the MWG vlogs. If people on the MWG vlogs are looking for something else entirely, then I'll have to change everything else. So, again, we'll see. Trial error for me, and I hope you guys have. If you guys are watching this, you're probably giving me a second chance, in which I appreciate you guys giving me a second chance to improve myself and try to work out my mistakes. So thank you guys for tuning in. But yeah, so that was Bear Fighter. Bear Fighter had mentioned a lot of good points, and I'm trying in this video, I will input those 4 things that he had mentioned. So hopefully that's all well and done. And then there were a couple of people who said that they were looking forward to seeing more. You guys don't have to lie. It's cool. You gotta say what's on your mind, man. You know, like, it was bad. You just tell me it's bad. You know, like, I appreciate you guys giving me a confidence boost, but my ego is way up here already, so I don't need more of that. Otherwise, my head grows too large and things occur, and the world will no longer be able to sustain the weight of my brain and my head because it has grown too large. So, but no, but I do appreciate the kind words. You guys are very friendly. Thank you so much for the kind words. But I do need to improve. Bear Fighter had it. I agree more with Bear Fighter. I think he had it on the spot. Again, I'm gonna try no edits this time. The only thing that I will add is the comments whenever I can, if I'm able to take the screenshots and things. So hopefully those are up. If they're not, that's why I read them. If you don't see them, it's because I wasn't able to take screenshots of them. So I apologize if you can't read them. I want to give you guys the ability to see those comments just so you guys have like something to read, so you know what I'm referring to. But if it doesn't work out, then I apologize. You know, I tried my best. Next video, I'll try even harder, I suppose. Yeah, so those are the comments that I wanted to address right off the bat. There are a couple more that I really want to get into. In this morning I was editing the Servitor Report 2. It's not going to go out because all my saves got, I don't know where they went. They just disappeared. And so I'm kind of, I just gave up on that one because I had filmed it once, and then I realized that my mic was muted. I filmed it again, and I realized that I wasn't recording. And the third time I filmed it and I edited it and I finished it, and then in the end, nothing happened. So it seems like the divinities, the divine beings that lord over our universe has it in for me. He doesn't want me to post that video. Apparently it's that bad, like even... Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, so that's not going to go up, but this one will. But I did want to mention, and I did want to address all those comments because I'm not going to leave it out there. I don't want to, and I'm kind of sad that the video was taken down. I didn't want it to be taken down, in all honesty, because I want to show you guys, like, okay, like, you need to address comments. That's my view. I don't want to leave it out there. And so I want to show you guys, I'm not down and out. I am emboldened by you guys' advice and your opinions and your comments. And the intention is to make things better. And the only way you can improve is by reading advice, reading feedback, incorporating that, and then launching it right back with more vigor. That's the way I think it should be taken. So hopefully, again, this one is a little bit better. So those are the comments that I wanted to address this time around. So we can get into the meat, the topic behind this. I will be taking comments, advice, questions related to Space Marines and related to filmography, whatever the word. You know what I'm talking about, okay? Just leave me alone. So if you guys have any advice on what to equip, I have over here, I modeled the Dark Vengeance Librarian. I don't know if you guys can see him, and I apologize. I want to put myself in the shot so you guys know it's me who's talking. But I also want to show you guys that I'm working on the models as well, just so you know. It's like an interactive kind of thing. My head is lopped off. I think I'm gonna get like backache after this video because I framed it really badly. I'll work on that next time. But yeah, so I took the Dark Vengeance Librarian. He was my favorite model when the set came out. It was almost as if I bought the entire set just for that model. And so what I've done afterwards is I've actually added a couple of bits to him. I added a banner, an orc head on the back on his backpack, a skull, you know, he's very trophy oriented. I even spliced off a Cataphractii Terminator lightning claw and added it to his hand instead of his sword arm. And then in his other hand, I lopped off his outstretched arm, and I put on a Death Watch hammer, which Josh very kindly, lent me, allowed me to borrow indefinitely. And so I really like how he looks like right now. Now I realize he's a librarian. Librarians don't have hammers and lightning claws equipped. You're absolutely right. The only reason why I'm using the librarian model is because I like the look of the model. It's why I got into Space Marines, really, now that I think about it. I got into Space Marines because I like the look of a dreadnought. So that's the only reason why. So I tend to go after models that I like the look of. Centurions, I know a lot of people disagree with the idea that Centurions are aesthetically pleasing, but I don't know, man. My aesthetics are wonky. They're not normal, and I like the librarian's look. Obviously, after adding a couple of things, but I think I'm probably going to run him as a chapter master, a captain, chapter master after using the command point, right? That's like I intend to use him as a close combat HQ, so something like a captain. Or a captain and chapter master. That's the only thing. Captain Terminator armor or Artificer armor, something like that. If you guys have any advice, I even added like an axe on the back. I don't know why. I just felt like, you know what, this guy's 2 hands need 3 weapons, obviously, because all HQs need to what's the word? Over accentuate, over exaggerate, whatever. I don't know what the word is, but 3 weapons I think makes him, that makes sense, right? Logically speaking, if you have only 2 arms, you can hold 3 weapons. That to me makes absolute sense. So if you guys have any advice on how to equip him or how to run him, how to use him as a captain, again as a chapter master, whether or not the chapter master thing is worth it to reroll, because I think it's with a captain you can reroll. You can have like a 6-inch bubble to reroll ones. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still learning the rules. But with a captain you can just reroll any failed wounds as opposed to rerolling any failed 1 wounds. If that makes sense. Am I making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. So I don't know. I feel like it's cool, but maybe it's just worth it to get, Robert Guilliman. I think I don't know how to say his name. All right, this rowboat. All right, but yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I don't want it to be super cheesy, right? That's a thing. I don't want this thing to be like super cheesy. I want it to be like, all right, it's fieldable and it's strong, but it's not Death Star strong. It's something that works. So again, if you guys have any advice, I have a couple of other models that I'll be working on in the next video. I think I've kind of finished him more so. All I need to do is add some Nuln Oil. I really like Nuln Oil as a wash. I feel like it gives that, I like the dark, the gray and the black recesses with the highlighted other colors, whatever they may be. I like that effect, so I'll probably just add like a Nuln wash and then I'll be done with him. Yeah, but if you guys have any advice on how to field him or any other HQ, whether it be a chaplain, I do have a bunch of librarians that I want to paint up, and a chaplain that I also want to paint up. I also have other units. If you guys can just give me any advice on Space Marines and how to field them in the comment section below, I would love to see and hear them and read them and take them into account so that I can learn the game and get better at the army and hopefully bring you guys some actual mini wargaming content and battle reports in the future if everything works out. I know a couple of you had asked about how I modeled the Chaos Lord in the PTG campaign when I put up the picture on Facebook. The main thing, I'll quickly address this right now. The main thing that I do when it comes to modeling is I like to try to remember that when it comes to, you have to remember human movement. So if someone's walking, for example, and this was advice given to me by an arts an art student when I was in university, and I was kind of like doing the modeling aspects. She told me that basically when it comes to modeling, when you're modeling a model, you have to take into account, okay, like what would it like if a normal human person were, for example, you want to model them walking, right? Generally speaking, when people walk, they put if they're, walking with their left foot forward, they'll also move their right hand forward as well. It's a balance thing. Biologically, when you're walking, your body balances itself. So you're not going to walk like, a soldier. I was about to say something else. You're not going to, or I was going to refer to Chinese soldiers. Is that wrong? I don't know what I can say or can't say, so I hope I can say that. Chinese soldiers, right? It's like, I don't know why specifically. Okay. Yeah, so when you're walking, and if you see the Chaos Lord picture, you'll see that like the way he's modeled is he's got his left foot forward or his right foot forward, and the opposite side, the hand is forward. It's a balancing thing. And it basically allows for that, the effect of moving slowly. Additionally, when you have like bulky armor and things like that, and the fact that Space Marines are males, just from the lore, males tend to walk with their shoulders, females tend to walk with their hips, and so there's it's just the way the skeleton is built, and so there's an effect on that. You add armor to that, it adds a heavy weight to it, and so if you have a male with a lot of armor walking forward, generally speaking, is their shoulders tend to start accentuating because they're pushing their momentum forward. They're trying to move forward, and so you can see that in the Chaos Lord, he's really moving forward. He's trying to push his Terminator armor forward. He's trying to move himself up this rock slowly, and he's Nurgle too, right? So he's very slowly moving forward, trying to get to his prey or whatever it is. And so all these things need to be taken into account. All these things need to be put in your mind when you're modeling a model. Again, this is from my experience and from my knowledge and from what I hear from people, right? So it's not like, I'm an expert. Other people know way more about this. And if you're watching this right now and you do, please leave what you do with your models in the comment section below. I'd love to read and hear them, maybe even incorporate them in some of the models that I'll be assembling for the Space Marine Army. But yeah, and it's the same thing with this Space Marine chapter master, let's say, here. So here he's kind of standing. If you've seen the Dark Vengeance Librarian model, he's kind of like slowly moving forward, but his legs are closer together. They're not wide apart, which means there's no dynamic movement. Like if you're walking, and I'll put up the Chaos Lord picture there, you can see how the Chaos Lord is really, his legs are far apart, so his hands have to be far apart. If you're standing still, your hands are to your side. He's not really, striding forward. He's kind of gliding forward, and so there's a little bit of, his hands aren't like his left hand with the lightning claw is kind of set next to him. He's not moving it forward or backward. He's not striding forward or anything. It's just kind of like, he's steadily kind of, placing his hammer on the ground, kind of like, like I'm here kind of thing. And you can see like I've even set the hammer there. So, I mean, yeah, if you guys, I'll add some pictures of the chapter master at the end of the video, or maybe right now. You can see him right over here. I hope you guys enjoyed this completely different vlog. It's still going to be a vlog, but it's going to be a different title, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'd love to read your comments, advice about the filming, advice about how to use and equip Space Marines. And yeah, it was great having you guys here. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Again, my name is Tarik. I'm a volunteer here at Mini Wargaming. I'd like to reiterate that because I need to do that twice, because last video I didn't do it. And so, to make up for 2 videos, I will be here for the next 2 months. And I hope you guys have a pleasant afternoon, evening, day, whenever this comes out, or whenever you're watching this. And I hope to see you guys next video. Happy wargaming. Bye, guys.